Hey. How's everybody? Happy Tuesday. It is day 7. Yes, day 7 of 30 days of empowerment. And you guys know I have committed to all of this month coming on every single day to just share some things about empowerment. I am an empowerment coach. I have a group. I am a woman empowered. And I believe that we all should develop some level of empowerment. And it really is just all about taking control of your life. See, as you progress in life, as you do things, you want to be the person who controls who you are and how you show up. And so the great thing about being a woman empowered is that you tap into your authentic self and you are the best version of you as you continue to grow and evolve. Right. Well, today I'm talking about excellence, right? I think excellence is something that we should strive for. And it's just a great feeling when you know that you are out here operating on a high level. And that is what excellence is all about. Excellence is not being the best, but it is doing your personal best. That means that you are going all out and you're giving everything that you have and you're showing up in a manner that's reflective of the best version of you. So excellence, let me say this, differentiates the extraordinary person from the ordinary person, right? When you look at people who just kind of do things any old kind of way, you know that they're not giving their personal best. A person who operates in excellence, they differentiate themselves because you know they are going all out. They are coming to the top of their game. They're doing things to the best of their ability. So when you look at excellence, it's a yardstick, but it's also a benchmark for you to compare how you're showing up in your business, in your life, in your relationships, in your finances, in your how you think, how you do things. It is something that you can measure whether or not you are going hard for it and you're showing up that way. So just to want to say thank you all for coming on in. If you are tuning in now, please share out the broadcast to someone you think may help. And then also follow us on social media. Again, this is a group, I Am a Woman Empowered, inside Facebook. And then on Instagram, go to I Am a Woman Empowered and like our page. I just started it here recently, so we're trying to grow that. But to get information out, because again, we all want to be or should strive to be the best version of ourselves. And when you talk about excellence, when you operate that way, you set yourself apart and at a higher standard. So Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. So excellence is not an act, but a habit. That means that you got to consistently put excellence in everything that you do. It can't just be something that you do every now and then. It has to become a habit, because then your habits become a lifestyle. And when you think about excellence, you want to have that reputation of being a person who shows up and gives their best in everything that they do. Senior Ray said, chase excellence and success will follow. See, a lot of times we're out here chasing success, but if you show up as the best version of yourself, if you show up in excellence, then success is going to automatically be a byproduct of that, right? And so I looked at Forbes, to see just some information that I want to share to kind of help you when you're thinking about being excellent, right? And one of the things is name your goals and then make them big. So y'all know last night I talked about being bold and asking for bigger, asking God for the ultimate, to enlarge your territory, to position you where you can have bigger things happen, because when it's so big that you don't even know how it's going to happen, that means you got to trust and rely on God to help you get there. Operating in excellence is a reflection of the God in you. And so say it out loud. Say your goals out loud. We have what we say, speak it into existence. So when you're trying to operate in excellence, you think of the best possible scenario. What can be the ultimate in what you're doing? And when you look at it from that perspective, now you can strive for excellence in that area. Number 2, live your values. All of us have values, but some of us talk it, but we don't walk it. So you've got to match up what you say with what you do. Your actions reflect your character. So when you're trying to operate in excellence, that's the best that you have to offer. And so you got to start thinking about, what are my values? How do I present those things? How do I make it where people know what's important to me, what I appreciate, what I stand for, what are my principles? When you figure that out, then start acting like your values that you have. Start showing up in that way. Another thing is, build a strong circle. Yes, iron sharpens iron. So you want to get around a strong set of people that you can glean from, that you can learn from, that they can, impart wisdom into you. You don't want to be the smartest person in the group, but you also want to be able to add something to it. You don't want to be the weakest link either. So when you surround yourself, who you surround yourself with matters, and you want to be around the best. So if you are in an arena and you're trying to, level up in your business, find people who can be a mentor, find people that you can connect to, get in groups and find out who the top person is. And then again, excellence will allow you to have that benchmark that you can see. Okay, I see what they're doing, I see how they're showing up. Let me develop my own personal best. Let me continue to evolve and get the experience I need so that I can get to that next level. Right? We're talking about, if you're just joining, being excellent. And that is probably one of the major things that you can do when it talks about being someone empowered, because you want to be the person that people go to and know that no matter what it is that you do, I don't care if you're cooking, I don't care if you're performing a task, I don't care if you're washing dishes, you are doing things in excellence all the time. And if that's not you, then it's not too late to start. Sometimes we may not be where we want to be at, but guess what? Every day that you wake up is another opportunity for you to become better, for you to become, hey, Jocelyn, thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. You've got to, again, position yourself, because it differentiates you. It differentiates the ordinary from the extraordinary. And you want to be extraordinary because you serve an extraordinary God. So you want to be able to reflect what he is inside of you and how you show up. Another thing is, y'all know how we sometimes will get up against some things and we just like, it's too much, it's too hard, I can't do it, I can't move forward. Well, when you operate in excellence, you lean into the pain. No pain, no gain, right? Take your head out of the sand, don't bury it, face your pain head on. Because what happens is, and I'm gonna read something I saw earlier that I thought just made so much sense. When we choose to hide from our pain, we numb ourselves to its meaning and we're just in survival mode. When we choose to confront our pain, we embrace the meaning of overcoming it to thrive. So survival is one thing, but when you deal with it and overcome it, you become a thriver. You want to thrive, and that's when it's operating in excellence. You want to face it, even though it may be something ugly, even though it may be something that you don't want to deal with. We can't bury our head in the sand and just think things are going to go away, because they're not. You have to be the person that says, you know what, no matter what, if I'm going to be a person of excellence, if I'm going to have excellence in my character, then I've got to deal with things, even if it causes me pain, even if it's things that, I don't want to push myself to do. Because when you're operating in excellence, you're pushing yourself to be the best you that you can be. The next thing is, this for somebody today, I'm telling you, ignore your haters and the naysayers. Yeah, I know you always have somebody that always gonna say, you're not gonna be nothing, you're not gonna get it done, she can't do that, girl, she thinks she all that, it's not gonna happen. It doesn't matter what the people are out here saying, because y'all know Michelle Obama said, when they go low, what do? We go high. She said that because when you choose not to engage in foolishness, and a lot of times when people are being negative towards you, when they are talking about you, gossiping about you behind your back, all of that foolishness can distract you, right? Can keep you from being on pace and on course to achieve your goals. If you ignore that, you free yourself from the control that people think they have over you. See, sometimes people want to bait you. They want to talk stuff. They want to get in your ear and try to cause you to not follow through with what God has designed for you to do, to not get that level of abundance that he has waiting on you. Stop feeding into that. Because when you do, you're giving them control. You're giving the power over to them. And being an empowered woman, being an empowered man means that you have control. Nobody can push that button, because if they try it, you are able to block it, because you want to ignore all that foolishness. You want to just let it go on by the wayside and keep on doing what you're supposed to be doing. Stay focused, stay determined and committed and consistent with what you're supposed to be doing that's producing excellence in your life. And the reason why they're trying to get at you is because they see where you're going. James Brown, y'all know y'all don't know, but I love the James Brown movie, because he said in there, y'all see where this train is going, man. You better get on the train and ride with me. Well, people sometimes can see where you're going even before you see it. They see the greatness upon you, and they try to tear it down. So for you, ignore the haters, ignore the people who said you couldn't, you shouldn't, or you wouldn't be doing that. You need to keep on moving forward, keep striving and pushing for excellence, because God gave you something that He didn't give them. So don't let them take it away from you by feeding into what they're saying and getting off course. Stay your course, stay focused, and ignore the haters and the naysayers. The next thing is practicing forgiveness. Y'all know forgiveness is a hard thing for a lot of people. Y'all know people do some shady stuff. Y'all know people will, mistreat you. They will talk about you. They will, throw you up on the bus. They'll do a lot of things. They'll backstab you. It's a lot of things that happen. But bottom line, forgiving someone doesn't make you weak. If anything, it allows you, like Michelle Obama said, to rise above. When you're able to forgive someone, that's for you. That keeps you from staying down here in the mud trying to get back and hold grudges and trying to get people back and do them wrong. It stops all of that, and it allows you to move forward with your life. Because you know what, sometimes when you operate in unforgiveness, you over here swole. When you see them, you mad, baby, they somewhere eating filet mignon and drinking champagne and having a good time celebrating their life. They're not dwelling on that, while you get all this stress inside of you, your blood pressure up, you over here having migraine headaches, all those things that could be avoided when you can just release and forgive and operate in excellence. And I bet you will start seeing a change in how you move and how you feel and how you do things. So practice forgiveness. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. The next thing is, yeah, we got to face ourselves. It's some things about us that we just don't like. And that's just the reality of it. We've made poor decisions. We've done some things we're not proud of, but you've got to own who you are, because whether it was good, bad, or ugly, it has all came together for your good to make you who you are right now. And at the end of the day, you don't have to stay where you are if you are not satisfied with the person that you are right now. You always, every day that you get up and breathe, every day that God allows you to open your eyes, you have another opportunity to do right. Maybe you need to go and change some things. Maybe you want to go back to school and get more knowledge so that you can show up better. Maybe you want to go and apologize to some people because you were foul in how you dealt with them. Whatever it is, face who you are, look yourself in the mirror, and if you don't like what you see, then start making changes. Because in order to get to the best version of yourself and operate in excellence, you've got to not deny who you are. Look yourself in the mirror and embrace who you are today, knowing that evolution is possible. You can evolve in order to elevate. You got to make that shift. I've been talking about that since day one. We've got to shift. It's the mindset that you need to give in order to get to a level of excellence where you are pursuing greatness every single day. And you can do that. But you've got to own up to where you are right now, accept it, own it, embrace it, and then start showing up in the version of who you know you were called and destined to be. The last thing is, once you start facing who you are and owning up to that, we got to stop all this justification and excuses, right? That things aren't going your way. You don't operate in excellence when you're always trying to justify, well, the reason why I did that is because they did this, or you got an excuse, well, I couldn't do that because I didn't have X, Y, and Z, or somebody else has it's an unfair advantage. They got more opportunities than I did. The justifying and the excuses have got to stop when you're trying to pursue excellence. Like I said, Senora Roy said, chase excellence and success will follow. Again, chase excellence and success will follow. You can't chase excellence when you're making excuses. You can't chase excellence when you're trying to justify why you didn't get something accomplished. Bottom line, if you didn't manage time well, if you were a procrastinator, if you were fearful, whatever those things are that have distracted you and kept you from being on course, own it, face it, and then get committed to changing things. Because I'm telling you, when you achieve personal excellence, your life produces it produces a life that you will enjoy, right? You have healthier relationships, you have internal satisfaction. It manifests itself in high self-worth, high self-esteem. It starts reflecting yourself. You start reflecting that goodness that's inside of you, that greatness that you're destined to become. When you practice excellence, I'm telling you, you've got to be hungry for it. It can't just be something that, you can't be lazy. And I'm telling you, it's been times where I procrastinate or I'm just lazy and I don't want to do it. But you know what? Sometimes we got to do the hard things in order for it to smooth out and get better. Sometimes you got to face things head on, tackle it, because sometimes we build things up in our mind and we think it's so hard or so much. And it's really not as hard or bad as you think it is. But because you chose not to face it and do it, you made it out to be way bigger than what it was when you actually went ahead and made it happen. So be hungry for excellence. Believe in yourself. Keep evolving. Don't stay stagnant. Keep on getting better. Start, listening to reading books or listening to podcasts or listening to people who can pour into you and make you better. That's how you continue to evolve and be better and pursue excellence. Get out of your comfort zone. You can't be excellent when you're just trying to stay where you are in that rut. Keep pushing so that you can achieve even greater. And don't limit yourself. I'm telling you, the sky again is not the limit. I told y'all I read, I'm not going to tell you who it is right now because he's coming out with the book, but he made a quote to say that the sky isn't the limit because there's always outer space. You've got to start thinking that the only thing that holds you back is you. And if you get out of your own way, oh baby, you don't know what you can achieve, what you can accomplish when you go for it and go for it hard. And the last thing is go all out. In excellence, you've got to show up and show out. You got to show your entire behind. You hear me? You can't be worried about what other people say, what they think. You can't worry about how other people see you and perceive you. You can't worry about all these people, talking about you behind your back or, false saying they encouraging you and really expecting and hoping that you fail. When you're pursuing excellence, all that doesn't matter. You got to have tunnel vision and you got to go for what you know. You got to bet on you. You got to operate in excellence. You got to proceed forward, full steam ahead. What they say, all gas, no brakes, right? Operate in excellence. That's what's called of you. If you want to be an extraordinary person, if you want to be a person that is influential and is out here making an impact, then it requires you to operate in excellence. And when you do it, don't just do it in one area. Let it be in everything that you do. Operate in excellence in everything that you do. When you shift your mind to say, you know what, I'm tired of living the life that I'm living. I'm tired of just barely getting by. I'm tired of just half-assing things. It's time for me to step up and be who I'm destined and called to be. When you make that shift in your mind and you start walking and talking and letting it align together with who God called you to be, when you understand that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, when you understand that your self-worth is on a high level, when you understand that excellence is something that you should strive for every day, when you get that in your spirit, oh, honey, there is nothing or nobody who can stop you. That is the secret. That is the key to living your best life. So operate in excellence, move forward, keep on striving for that. And I'm telling you, that is going to be when you start seeing changes in your life. Don't hide from it. Lean into it, go for it, and you deserve it. So again, this is day seven of 30 days of empowerment. Again, if you listen to this broadcast now, I see a couple people say hello, so thank y'all for listening. If you come back, make sure you put on a hashtag replay so that I know that you checked it out. And go follow us on Instagram at I Am a Woman Empowered. If you want to be part of the group, go to the Facebook group so that you can get even more information, because we're getting ready to ramp this thing up so that you can get empowered in every area. mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, in your business dealings, in your relationships. We want you to have control and we want you to live your best life. And we want to give you whatever tips, tools, and strategies that we can give to help you to do that. And so if you're part of this group, get ready, buckle up, baby, because we are getting ready to take it to another level. And I want you all to not miss it. So again, like this broadcast, share it, connect with somebody. Make sure you reach out to me, DM me if you need to, so that we can talk about where you are in your life and how you want to get even better. And stay tuned because I do have a program coming out called The Shift, and it's about evolution to elevation. So thank you so much, Jocelyn. I'm so glad that you were able to tune in. I hope all is well. Tell the family hello. I hope you guys are doing great. And listen, if y'all are coming on at the end and didn't catch it all, please go back, catch the broadcast, let it get into your spirit, let it marinate. Because I'm telling y'all, we deserve to operate in excellence. And it's not for everybody else, it's for you. Because when you are the best version of yourself, that's when now it becomes about everybody else. Because now you're showing up as a reflection of who God is in you. So let's make it a great day. Y'all know I talked about positivity. I talked about your mindset. I talked about, having gratitude. All those things are destined to make you an empowered person, right? And that's what we want you to be. So enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe. Have a great time. And I will see you all back tomorrow for day 8. All right. Have a good one.